When it comes to simplifying square roots, probably the most straightforward way to simplify them is to look for perfect squares. Now, as we see, I have a list here. Perfect squares are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, and so on. And again, these are actually numbers we can take the square root of. So the square root of 4 is 2, the square root of 36 is 6, the square root of 64 is 8, etc. I found these by actually going 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, etc. Now we want to look for the largest perfect square that divides into our radicand, what's underneath our square root. The largest number that's a factor of our perfect squares list, large number that is a factor of, in this case, 32. Well, the largest one is important. Okay, so do not just settle for 4 when 36 works, or however that works. So for 32, it appears to me that 16 is a factor of that. So I could write this as the square root of 16 times 2, which I will then break apart. Right, there's a product, square root of 16 times the square root of 2. The square root of 16 is 4, because I can take the square root of that and then leave the square root of 2 as is. So what we're doing is taking the square root of the part we can do and leaving the other part alone. All right, now 45. Looking at my list, I can start looking here. 36 doesn't divide into 45, neither does 25, neither does 16, but 9 does. So this will be square root of 9 times 5. Square root of 9 is 3, so this is 3 root 5. All right. For 108, I'll start at 100. No, 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 yes. Believe 36 divides into that. 36 times 3. So the square root of 36 times 3, which is the square root of 36 times square root of 3, which would then be 6 root 3. And our last example, 72. Going down my list, I don't have to go any larger than 64, since 72 is between these two. No, no, yes, 36. Square root of 36 times 2. That is the square root of 36 times the square root of 2, which would be 6 root 2.